What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Rob's Gaming Table. I'm Rob.
I'm Mel.
And today on the table, we are playing Star Wars Unlimited Intro Battle Hoth, a $20 little board game slash card game product by Fantasy Flight Games slash Asmodee. This is designed as a product, a cheap, deceivingly cool looking product to rope you into the rabbit hole of trading card games, a la Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, all that kind of stuff. This is the Star Wars version, if you've never heard of it. It's by Fantasy Flight Games, been around for about 2 years. We first played it like, I don't know, almost 3 years ago. But it's been out for 2 years, and yeah, been having a good time. But this is a product that's designed for people who've maybe never played one of these games at all. This is not just a, here's your first deck to start playing. This is like, you don't know how card games work. We are going to teach you with the most simplest, basic, coolest videos and rules and cards and board and stuff in here. It's pretty neat. Hey, Dennis. Steven, thank you for your member for 39 months.
Thank you.
Hello from Bonnie, Scotland. Decamped to what? I don't know where that is. I don't even know how to say that. I don't even want to say it. I'm going to offend some people where that is. An extra hour ahead of Canada time.
Oh yeah, because doesn't Scotland do their time change later in the month?
Yeah, I think so.
So there's like a
Stuff's
month
so
where...
annoying.
Yeah.
So, well, I saw a BC that made headlines like BC's finally, like British Columbia, our most western province in Canada, just said, F it. No more daylight savings. We're done. We're done. But then I was like...
They're staying in... They switch now and then they're staying, right?
I don't know.
Back?
What? Yeah, it's like their last time.
Yeah.
They're like...
Oh, I wish.
They're like, we're done.
I love this one better.
We're in Ontario, and I remember hearing about this years ago, but supposedly there's some law that got passed that says if ever Quebec and New York State in the U.S., which are neighboring, like one of our neighboring provinces or one of our neighboring states,
yeah,
if they ever decide to do it, both of them must do it, then we will do it.
Oh.
And it's mainly the real reason, supposedly, why is because in Ontario we have the Toronto Stock Exchange. It's heavily linked to the New York Stock Exchange, and they can't, for like trading and all that stuff. It's like, it would be such a nightmare to try to do that. So it has to be like a huge project to like do that. But okay.
Oh.
Now, see, I see it as Majorca, but I'm sure it's like Morocco or something.
Isn't it Mallorca?
Mallorca?
Is that how you say it?
It's a Spanish island in the Mediterranean Sea. Okay, a little jealous. A little jealous over here. So I'm freezing my butt here on Hoth. Trying to kill these filthy rebels. Anyways, so...
Enjoy that.
Yeah,
enjoy that.
That's awesome. Glad to have you guys here for the stream. So yeah, we're going to highlight this product. We're going to open it. We're going to teach you how it works. And there are videos out there to walk you through it. This product is designed with the decks preset. So you can watch a video that I've linked down in the video description. That once you get this box, it's also on QR codes in the box that you can scan, and you can watch this video and it'll actually walk you through, like, draw your cards, resource this, play this, do that, and it explains all the rules as you go for the first few rounds, then eventually lets you go and finish the game. And there's like an intro setup to play your first game, which is shorter, more simple, more on rails. But what we're going to do here is kind of show you how it works, and then we're going to just play the game normally. We're just going to flip it over to the 30 health bases, play with the normal setup that you would play on your second game and beyond. And we'll do like a little best of 3. So we'll kind of show you the product, teach you how it works, play through it our way, just to kind of be different. This product's been out for a few months now. And again, they already have a tutorial video walking you through the steps. I don't want to do that exactly. I'll just do it kind of the way we always do here on the channel with like board games and card games and stuff. So I'll just kind of give you our own twist on it. And we'll play like a little game. So instead of just being like a little short tutorial video, we'll play through it. We'll show you the cards. We'll do some plays. We'll talk some trash, you know, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, Dennis is saying Star Wars Unlimited is a great game. I love it. I don't know. I've never really heard of it. Never played it. No, I'm just kidding. Didn't just go to 5 pre-releases for this set. Anyways, yeah. So I thought it'd be a good way to show it off. Okay, Barry and Leo was going to save it at the end, but yes, for those that have been following the channel, you know this is a card game that I love. I play it off stream a lot. Yeah, because it is like a lifestyle game. On the channel, we mainly play like cooperative card games. The competitive games, I kind of got out of that stuff on the channel because I kind of this game is like my escape. It's still my hobby and my fun to get away from work, if that makes sense. But like live streaming, playing board games and stuff, that stuff's like become work now, I think. And yeah, so this is like my escape where I can just have fun, no cameras, just play a game and have some good times. But I do want to bring it onto the channel every now and then, do some unboxing, show the game off, maybe play some digital games, that kind of stuff. Yeah, just to kind of bring light to the game is still there. It's still doing good. FFG still supporting it reasonably, and it's not dead yet. And yeah, some new players are showing up over the weekend, which was neat to see. They just did their first rotation. So the card pool shrunk in the premier format. The multiplayer format that we played on the channel before, Twin Suns, is about to get its first like standalone product. So you can just buy it off the shelf, have a pre-made deck, and then go play casually at your local game store with people. That's coming out in May. So it's like really a good time right now to get into the game. And this product is one of those reasons and why I kind of saved it to play now. Because now is literally the 2-year anniversary of the game releasing was March 2 years ago. And yeah, I'm still having just as much fun as I was back then. Just as much fun as I was having the year before when we first demoed it at Gen Con. I was like, this game is awesome and I'm going to love it. And I was right. And I'm still going on it. So that's pretty good. So we'll see how it goes forward. But this is a good place to start, good place to see if you like the game. And it's freaking $20. So it's like, you buy this from your local game store, or I'm sure this is maybe in Walmart and those kind of big box stores maybe. I'm not sure. I've not seen it, but I don't really leave the house much. Other than to go to local game stores. So they do have it there. And it's like only $20 US MSRP. And like, yeah, you'll see what you get. We'll show you. Anyways.
Before you start unboxing,
Yep.
I just have a quick question. Are these cards legal?
Yes. Very neat. So they are tied to the legality, I think, of set 6.
Okay.
They were released, it came out just before set 6, which was like last October or November. No, last November is when set 6 released. And they became legal when that set became legal.
Okay.
So I think they're tied to that year. We'll know when we see the cards. Oh yeah, they are. I see there's a symbol on the bottom that tells me they're going to rotate out as of March next year.
Oh, okay.
But they'll still be fully legal in Twin Suns and the Eternal format. They just won't be legal in the premier 1v1 main tournament format.
But you can keep it in this box.
Yeah.
And play it just as a one-off thing,
Yep.
introduction for people.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
And they purposely designed these cards to be pretty basic, a little underwhelming in power, so that this product is not meant to like start a collection off of.
Right.
There are different decks called Spotlight decks that are for that purpose, that actually come with more powerful cards, rares. They're more cohesive and more competitive for a weekly casual event. And you can upgrade them very easily with little investment. This box, these cards, they purposely like on almost every card drop like a point of power. Some of them are very good in certain decks, very situational. Like some people like me bought extra copies of this product because I wanted some of the cards I knew I would play around them in specific decks.
Yeah.
Are they the best cards ever? No, but they're still fun. They're still cool. They still work. But this product is meant to just like kind of play at your local game store, play at your living room table, learn the game, play it a bunch, switch sides, play a bunch, teach some people, try it, and like very minimal entry. And if you're like, I want more, I want to play with the real cards, I want to get serious, I want my brain to burn a little bit, I want to go socialize with people, you will then start investing money after that and get serious with it. And I would jump into a Spotlight deck probably, which I see a lot of people online asking for right now, is like, what Spotlight deck do I buy so I get one that's like going to be in rotation or whatever. And all of the Spotlight decks are still in rotation because those didn't start till year 2. But anything that came out in year 1 of the game, it rotated out to kind of keep some balance and freshness to the main format of the game. But people still buy that stuff because it's good in Twin Suns. It's good to draft with, it's good to play sealed with, and good for the Eternal format. And who knows what else in the future.
The Spotlight decks are the ones that we played on the channel, right?
We played starter decks.
Oh,
those were the year 1 product.
Okay.
Before this came out, they had those 1v1 little battle decks, and 2 in a set. Those are still great to find and try and play. Like I do love the first one.
Like Luke and Vader,
yes,
and then Mando.
But those are like starter decks. Those are very underpowered too. Not the greatest. They were not of the level of a Spotlight deck.
Right.
And they were meant to be just kind of played against each other and kind of like upgraded, but would be a little more expensive to upgrade to make them better. And
I assume you own some Spotlight decks?
Yeah, all of them. I always
Oh,
buy one of everyone because
Oh,
they
okay.
put exclusive cards in them, of course.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Just like this product does. As this product is 100% exclusive cards. Like,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, if you need some for certain decks or you want to play with, yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
especially Twin Suns. Like some of the cards, even cards in this, like the multiplayer format side tangent, but the multiplayer format I found playing it, it's like if you're playing cards on the table that aren't the hottest, most expensive, most powerful tournament winning cards, you're less of a target in that game to be teamed up on by the other 3 players at the table.
Right. Right.
So playing some underpowered, cool looking cards from some starter decks, you still can win. Those still do work.
Yeah.
And maybe you're not as much of a target until later in the game when you show your real, bring out your real weapons or not. But
Yep.
yeah, you can still do good. They still very playable, very, very much work. Yeah, Twin Suns, you can do whatever the hell you want. People play fun theme decks and still win and stuff. Yeah.
That's cool.
There's a lot of table talk and politics and stuff. So it's neat. And well, that's for another stream one day. We're going to do some Twin Sun streams on the channel for sure. I love that format. Super casual. It's got that board game feel to it. So I'm sure it will appeal to more of the audience of this channel. But yeah, definitely a fun way to play. Anyways, all right, let's get down to it. Let's get to this here. All right, so this is the box. I've already cut the tape on it, but yeah, this is not the smallest box. It's, again, $20. So here's the back, just to show you what it comes with. So it's got unique cards. So like all the cards in the game are unique. So you won't find them in any other packs. No booster packs, no other starter decks, nothing. Every card in here specifically has unique art, unique design, and everything just for this Learn to Play set. And again, it's 2 players only, head-to-head, 20-ish minutes, they're saying. But again, we're going to do a best of 3. We're going to explain the game as we go. So it's going to be like a longer stream, obviously, than like a quick 20-minute tutorial. There's the contents of the box. 104 cards, 4 reference cards, a game board, an info sheet, a rule book, 57 damage counters, 2 epic action counters, and 1 initiative counter. Oh my god. All for $20. Okay.
That's
So
not bad to try.
it is crazy
Yeah.
cheap, but it's smart. It's like, again, I always go back to it. It's like, I've talked about this about a lot of FFG products we play, like board game and card game products. I always talk about this with the LCGs or even with the board games that have lots of expansions, or like the Marvel Legendaries of the world that come out with new expansions every year for those games just to expand the content.
Yeah.
But you have to make it just like, and I always draw the parallel of the smartphone industry, right? Where it's like, or the cell phone industry originally, right?
Mhm.
Or pagers, whatever. You can go get a pager. Yes, I'm dating myself. You can go get a pager back in the day or a cell phone for dirt cheap.
Yeah.
The thing costs a lot of money to make a little computer in that size, but they give it to you dirt cheap because they know you're going to be hooked into a subscription to pay for services. Just like, you know, Sony PlayStations are usually sold at a loss because they'll make it back in subscriptions for network services, software, whatever. So having a product that's super affordable that you probably should be losing money on is called a loss leader. You know, Costco hot dogs.
Yeah.
You know, sell something at a loss to get people in the door, to get them to try it. And even if 1 in every 10 you sucker into now being locked in for years, giving you money and making profit on other products, it just makes sense. This is that product. This is that loss leader product that is like, I don't know if you'll get much other game for $20 out there in the hobby nowadays. But be careful. This is definitely could be a trap. If you love this too much, you might fall into a rabbit hole of either debt or fun or both. So yeah, again, trading card games, you know, yes, they're not for everybody. But yeah, so be warned. But at least you can try this and judge if it's even for you. Even if you play other card games, this is a good way to try it. But understand, if you do play other card games, this is a very simplified version. So it might not seem as exciting as another card game you're into and playing constantly.
Yeah.
That would be something you buy a spotlight deck for, that you'd be able to pick up easier. So anyways, so yeah, good thing to try and decide if you like it. So, okay, so we're going to crack it open here. So a cool thing as a board gamer, buy lots of FFG boxes of board games over the years. It was crazy to see that this did not come with the usual paper mat that comes in every starter deck for every card game product I've ever seen ever.
That's folded.
It's like creased and folded, and the rules are on it, and that's the rule book, but also the play mat, and it's like so trash. But I understand they have to fit it in a small package. Yeah. They're being cheap. No, they put this in like, I want to say
it's a full-size game.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know, for those who watch the channel, it's like similar to like the old deluxe expansions for LCGs, like that kind of size. But inside is a full, thick board game board here that's gonna You know, it's like basically like the paper version you'd find in other card game products for their starter decks. But it is full cardboard, foldable cardboard board, just like a board game, which is neat. And there it is. So we're going to play on this. And on here, though, actually, I should zoom back in here. On here is like the same like you'd expect to find on a nice tutorial product. We have spots telling you where to put cards, your leader and base. We have instructions. You know, place your space units here in the space arena. Units enter play exhausted. So there's little like rules tips on here. Here's where your deck and discard pile go and that kind of stuff. And it even has nice custom art, like, you know, fresh art just for the game, you know, of Hoth, you know, the AT-ATs here, cruising along. Yeah, AT-ATs, right? Not ATSTs. I can't remember. I always get those mixed up. Okay, I'm just trying to get it to lay flat. Yeah, maybe I'll, through the magic of TV, I'm going to use this board that we're playing on over the last few months, a couple times here and there. And this one, oops, wrong way. Should lay flat. Should lay flat. Yeah, this one's a little less. It's the other one fresh out of the box. You just kind of got to let it sit for a while for it to like lay flat, just like some board game boards, you know. But yeah, nice little board. We're gonna use. Let's see if I can get it centered-ish. Somewhere like that, maybe. Let's put it over here. Okay. All right. So it comes with the board. Back to the box. In the box, there's a stop. Scan here, and you'll watch a professional video they created. I actually went through the video with my daughter for fun, just to try it out. And we followed it through, and it took us step by step, teaching us the game, how to play our turns, and then let us loose. And we finished our game, and it was fun. It worked. They spent some money on it. And if you ever tear the decks apart or drop them on the floor, you can put them all back together. The deck is right here. And then it even tells you, you know, once you're hooked, and the first hit's free, or $20 in this case, here's the rest of the drugs to buy. So obviously it came in around set 6, so there's the set 6 products. There's the spotlight decks, there's some booster packs. Each spotlight deck actually comes with a booster pack that you can use to like upgrade the deck if there's cards in there for you. It even tells you here. Okay, so yeah, that deck comes with it. Okay, so we're skipping that. We're not doing the learn to play video. We are the learn to play video. Okay, and then it comes with a full rule book, which is not huge, but like again, most of these products where you start a card game comes with these tiny little rule books. Maybe you have like half the rules and then tell you to go to some website.
Yeah.
This actually, yeah, you can scan and go get more stuff, but it'll actually walk you through the same stuff that's in the video in a full colored, high quality-ish rule book, you know, with examples, explaining how things work, you know, the nice quality FFG rule books you expect, but like just to get you going. And again, a lot of the rules are removed from this. There's certain card types that aren't in here and stuff like that you'd find in the full game. But this is a great way to start. And then there's like the stuff to play. Like after you play your first basic game, they walk you through in the video. Here's how you set up the game beyond that. And that's what we'll kind of do today. And I'll kind of teach you all this stuff and then we'll get going. But I just want to show you more what's inside. They're the tokens. And again, the tokens are also of a higher quality than you expect. Usually the ones that come in like a pre-release kit or a starter deck product for any card game, including this one, are usually super thin cardboard. They like literally can give you paper cuts when you're trying to pick them up. They're super annoying. This, they actually printed them on like thicker board game cardboard tokens. Not the thickest. It's like kind of like a medium thickness. But yeah, they're like, I don't know if I can show this, but they're actually like decent sized tokens. They're like, they won't just bend on you, and they don't feel like just thin paper like some of the other ones, which I think is a nice touch. So this product that like feels like kind of like a board gamified version of the usual card game stuff we're used to, which is neat. And then in here are the decks, and they tell you not to shuffle them because you'll follow if you're going to follow the tutorial video. And they come in little paper wrapping here. And they're in there. And we're not going to use these ones. We already have one shuffled. Again, through the magic of television. We're going to skip right to having some decks already ready. And we have them sleeved up already, just in some basic clear sleeves here, so we can shuffle them like so. But again, you don't have to do that. Again, it's a $20 product. You can play it till it you know, falls apart and you're fine. Because you'll probably, if you're going to play the game beyond, most of these cards you won't use in, you know, your weeklies or your competitive play. It's just kind of meant to stay in this set, sort of, is the idea. And you could pay it forward if you don't plan on using any of the cards. You could pay it forward to someone else who wants to learn the game or play it with their family or whatever. But yeah, neat little product. You can tell a lot of work was put into it. And again, for $20, I'll keep saying it. Like, I couldn't believe it was only $20. For like, when I opened it, I expected like kind of like the starter decks, paper mat, cheap tokens, like
20 US dollars or Canadian dollars?
US.
Okay.
I also expect reused art. I expected cards we've already seen before, like being used, like just kind of like a more lazy thing. Like, but the Spotlight decks, they reuse cards from older sets and stuff like that. So it's like, that's a more expensive product, but it is a higher power level product. But it's like, yeah. But they purposely made these cards so they're like not really needed in that format. So I think they might have done that too, so that competitive players aren't just buying these up like crazy, and then the casual, the new player can't find them.
Yeah.
So they try to make it so the cards aren't so sought after, which I thought's neat. Yeah, a Minion, I know. They forked out for an actual board. And tokens, I was shocked. And full rules, like, and reference cards. So there are reference cards that come in it, just like you'd expect for a board game product. And there's a couple reference cards, and I'll kind of use these to kind of walk through kind of how the game works before we get going. All right. So in this game, here's a round structure, super quick and dirty. There's two phases: action phase, regroup phase. Action phase, you have some options. This game goes back and forth. We each take one action, and an action can be spent on playing a card from hand by spending resources and putting it into play. It comes into play exhausted. You can attack with a unit. Units can attack your opponent's base. They can attack other units across in the same arena as them, whether it's ground or space. And they damage each other simultaneously. And you could use an action on an ability card in play. Some of those involve you maybe exhausting the card to do the action, spending some resources to fire off an action on a card. You could take the initiative, which just is your way of passing for the rest of the round and locking in you going first in the next round. Or you could just do a pass or soft pass where you can pass to the other player and let them take another action. But if ever two players pass consecutively, it goes to the next round. And taking the initiative is like a pass. So if I pass and you take the initiative, we're on to the next round, or next phase, technically. And then in the regroup phase is kind of like a little cleanup phase. We're going to draw two cards, which I love, not just one card, two cards. You choose one to put into resources face down, and it can be any card. There is no restrictions in this game of you can only resource cards that say they can be resourced on them or anything like that, like inkable or whatever. None of that stuff. You just resource whatever you want. And it's locked in your resources for the rest of the game. You'll never see it again. Basically, think of it that way. Obviously, in the current game and more complicated, Premier game and Twin Suns and that stuff, the other modes of the game, there are ways to get resources back and mess with that stuff. But obviously, in the simplified set, they're not going to do that kind of stuff to really burn your brain. This is just to get the basics of the flow of the game down before you move on, kind of thing. And then you just ready up all the exhausted cards. So when a unit attacks, it's exhausted. When you play a card, it comes into play exhausted. Units that are exhausted cannot attack generally. They must be ready to attack. So when you play something, you can't basically use it till the next round for a unit. There are events in the game you can play that will impact something right away and then go to the discard pile. And then, so you ready everything up, then you go around to the next action phase. As simple as that. And you'll see that we'll go through that multiple times. We'll play a best 2 of 3, and you'll kind of see how it works. And then in the main game, there's multiple keywords. Every set adds some keywords. Some keywords are locked to certain sets. In this set, they just kept it basic. We have Raid, we have Restore, and we have Sentinel. That's all we'll see on cards, but there are many in the main game. New ones being added every few months. But Raid is when a unit's attacking, gets an extra power equal to the Raid value. So basically on defense, though, when it's getting attacked, that Raid doesn't matter. But if it's being more aggressive, it will get a bonus in its damage. And then there's Restore, basically as a way to heal up your base. I should have said the way to win the game is destroy your opponent's base by dealing it enough damage equal to its hit points. And then there's Sentinel, which is a way to basically create a defender in one of the arenas. So if you have a Sentinel space unit, your opponent must attack into that Sentinel before they can attack your base or another unit in the same arena. Unless there was multiple Sentinels, they can choose any Sentinel they want. On attack abilities, these are things you'll see on cards. These are some of the abilities. You'll see things on attacks that trigger when a unit's attacking. When played, obviously fires off when the thing comes into play. When defeated, obviously happens when a unit's defeated. And actions, these are the ones you can use as an action point on your turn, which may have a cost, and it'll show you that if it does. So that's kind of the flow of the game. It's pretty straightforward. But let's show you kind of on the board here. So we have a space arena over here. This is where space units will go. We have a ground arena over here. In the center, we'll have our base. We can put our base out, and we're not going to play with the 20 hit point bases as you're told to in your first game when you're learning. That's to kind of make it quicker. So like while you're watching videos and pausing to read rules, it makes it like not so long. But the game is pretty quick. You can jam out games of this in 10 to 15 minutes when you know what you're doing, or even quicker sometimes, or longer. But yeah, so we're going to play with a 30 health base side, which you'd play with in a standard game. So it'll be a little longer for us. Just keep that in mind. And then our leaders will go underneath that. So my leader here, surprise to anyone who knows me, I will be playing with the villain side no matter what. So I'll be using Darth Vader here, who has an action. I can spend 1 resource, exhaust this leader to deal 1 damage to a base. And then a leader is like, this is the leader form of a leader. They do have keywords here. It's Force, Imperial, Sith, if that ever matters. Some cards will reference that. But he also has an epic action. And epic actions in the game just means a 1 time per game action. So this, if I ever control 6 resources, I don't have to spend them. I just have to control them. I can deploy this leader. So that obviously will be later in the game. At the start of the game, we only start with 2 resources. Every round, you can optionally create 1 more resource in the resource or the refresh phase, right? That's what it's called. Yeah. Refresh phase or regroup phase, I always get it messed up. I play too many games. Yeah, once you get to 6, so that's obviously like, what's the fastest? So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so like 5th round of the game is as early as you can get it out if you haven't done any trickery, but in this set, I don't think there's any trickery. You'll be able to deploy your leader as an action. So one of the actions as it goes back and forth, you can deploy the leader. He doesn't cost 6, that's just when he comes out, but if a card ever references a card's cost, it's always this number in the top left. Here on this unit, this is actually a leader unit, but it's same layout as a unit, has a title, a subtitle, arena that it basically spawns into. This guy's played into the ground arena. Force, Imperial, Sith. He has 3 power, basically like attack power, and 8 HP or hit points or health points. I'm not sure what the HP stands for, but it's called HP. And then on attack, so when this guy attacks something, whether it's a unit or a base, I can do an on attack before we deal damage back and forth. You deal 2 damage to a base. So that's what Vader is doing. And Mel is playing with Leia. So if you didn't notice, this is all based around the Battle of Hoth from the Star Wars films. That's the whole theme of this set. Everything is from that scene and the locations and all that stuff, which is very cool. They put a whole theme to the set, which is neat. So this is Leia Organa. Get to your transports is her subtitle there. She has an action on her leader side. So this is where she starts the game in, just like Vader does, in the vertical side of the, or horizontal side of the card. Heal 1 damage from a friendly unit. So for 1 resource and exhausting this, so basically once per round. If you spend a resource, you can heal 1 damage from a friendly unit. Her epic action, if you control 5 or more resources, so she can technically deploy quicker, and she's a rebel official. And when you do deploy her, she comes out as a 5 cost unit, 3 power, 7 HP, and she has on attack, heal 1 damage from a friendly unit, and 1 damage from another friendly unit. One thing I do want to explain that's not really needed to know in this set too much, but if you notice, some of these cards have these little icons here. These are called aspect icons. This is a huge thing to understand the game. There are still players who I've played with for years who still mess this up, including myself. Probably a couple of times I've been caught off guard by it and forgot about it or messed it up. But this they represent the color pies of the game. So this is like a faction kind of, is the aggression faction of cards, which are red. Black is villainy here. And my base gives me an aspect icon. In this case, it's the aspect icon of blue, or we call it blue, but it's vigilance. There are four colors. So it's red, blue, yellow, green. Mel's got cunning, so yellow. And then her leader is command heroism. So there's like 2 sides to the game. Generally, there's villainy and heroism. So black versus white. And then there is the 4 neutral kind of colors. So aggression, vigilance, cunning, and command. And these little aspect icons that come on your base and your leader that start in play are kind of like, I don't know, kind of like alliances or like, I don't know, coupons or passes to use cards of these colors. You can use, this is Star Wars Unlimited. Part of the Unlimited is they use stuff from all the Star Wars universe in this game, pull it from all the different eras and mediums and like, you know, comics, movies, cartoons, everything. That's what makes it unlimited. But also it's unlimited that you can play any card in your deck technically. I could take some cards from Mel's deck, like this card right here, which is a GR75 medium transport. I can play this in my deck, even though it's heroism and command, no problem. I put it in my deck, it's in my deck. If I were to play it though, let's say I was going to just play this guy here. This guy would cost me 2 resources, no problem. But this is also that tied up here, this aspect icon is tied to the cost. So this just reminds you that you have to pay 2 for this, and you kind of get like a coupon or a free pass on any icons that are on your base or your leader. So I do have 1 blue icon, so I can ignore 1 blue icon on this card. Now, there are cards in the game that might have 2 blue icons. Not in this set though, because they're trying to keep it simple for you. But I'm just trying to show you how cool this game can be beyond, but it's something it's good to learn right off the bat. And it does mention in the rulebook. So this would only cost me 2 to play, but Mel, who does not have a blue amongst her 3 icons, she would have to pay 2 extra for each aspect icon she does not have on her leader and base. So this would cost Mel 4 to play, but there's nothing stopping her from playing this in her deck. So you could technically take this game and start a little draft with it, play sealed, mash it all up, just do whatever you want and just like have fun, like paying out of aspect costs is what it's called. But if I were to play this card in my deck, it would cost me 5 resources. I don't have green or white, so that would cost me 9 to play this card. Probably not a good thing to do.
Bad example because it's not a great card, but
yeah, none of the cards really in this set are great. But in like you're playing draft and sealed, sometimes you have to do that in the game when you're playing like at a pre-release or you know, at a draft event and that kind of stuff. You might put cards in there just because you don't have all the colors you need. But that's what makes like kind of a limited format kind of neat. But
yeah, because there's minimums to your deck, right? You need to have.
Yeah, well, you should. Yeah, you have to have at least 30 cards in a limited format deck, and sometimes you might not open that many of a color in your pack, and you want to play that, or based on your leader and base you're using, it's like yeah, you might have to pay more for things, which is neat.
And sometimes cards are just worth the out of aspect.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. If it works with something that you're trying to do or whatever, yeah. So Steven, sorry I missed your question earlier. Says I've never had any interest in CCGs. They just seem like a money pit to me. Is it community/competitive that draws people? There are multiple things I've learned about them. I tried to avoid them like the plague when I first got into tabletop gaming, and I knew of Magic, you know, from high school. I never played it, but I had lots of friends that played it or talked about it over the years. Especially around high school and college time for me. That was when the game like first came out, was, you know, that kind of stuff, and was getting popular over in the late 90s or whatever. So I knew of those games, and obviously Pokemon. My younger brothers got the Pokemon stuff. I thought that was such a rip-off what they were doing, but they were having fun with it. But I was like, aren't they playing with it? I don't understand. Like, they're just buying it to put it in binders and stare at it. And like, I used to do that with hockey cards and stuff when I was little, or baseball cards and things, but like, these actually have stats on them and you can play with them and they actually have a game. Why isn't nobody playing the game? So when I got into the modern board game hobby, you know, many years ago, and I learned that these games are still going and there's more that come out and die every year, I was like, I'm going to stay away from them because they are kind of a money pit. And that's why I fell into the FFG LCGs, because they were made to counteract that, where everyone had access to all the same cards. There was no expensive cards to chase. So it came down to just who was the better player, because everyone had access to all the cards. Is super neat. But those games failed. They didn't last very long because they didn't make enough money. And that caused stores not to want to support them as much, which then made the players not really find the games as much because there's no stores to actually support them and blah, blah, blah. But I still love that aspect of playing a card game competitively. I like tournaments. I like gatherings. I like limited stuff, drafts and sealeds. I think it's a super fun way to like buy a product, crack it open, deck build, and play with it like on the day you buy it. I think that's a super neat way. That's why I go to so many pre-releases. It's so much better than just opening a booster box at home. It's so boring.
Yeah.
You're like, it's cool, like, okay, get a little dopamine hit of opening card packs and finding cards, but it's like, once it's done, I'm just sorting cards. Like, that feels so boring, so boring. But I like the idea of like going to a pre-release, they give you 6 packs, you crack them open, you sort them out, You have a time limit. You're trying to figure out how to build a deck. Everyone's having fun, learning new cards, playing around, trying to build decks and beat each other and stuff. And they're giving out prizes and things. I don't know. It's just fun. I like that whole competitive culture around these games. That's what draws me into it. But also the casual side of it that still can get competitive. I like the idea of getting out of the house, going to a local game store. I love spending time in local game stores and being in that atmosphere, seeing people playing war games and board games and, you know, different card games all in the same room, and we're all having fun and everyone's doing the same hobbies I like. And, you know, we're collecting new cards and it's kind of ever evolving and changing. Like, so far, these guys have come out with every 4 months they come out with a new set, which is like a new expansion for the board gamers of the channel. And how many times have we bought a board game and the expansion for it didn't come out till 2 years later, or it was supposed to come out, the first wave of expansion was supposed to come out within a few months after the game release. It got delayed by a year or 6 months, and then the game got boring. We were waiting for product. We forgot about it. We moved on. It's like this game, I love the consistency, and I'm sure other competitive card games are like this too, where, you know, every 4 months I have a new fresh wave of product and cards to spice up the game, to more tools to mess around with, to change the environment. It's just like an ever evolving lifestyle game. And it's just like, it's the same. I don't know, Steven, if like you've ever been into like tabletop war games, but those I find are very similar idea, where there's constant new product, rotating regulations, making reasons to buy new product, you know, constantly. So they can be a money pit, but it's also just like a hobby. Like most hobbies people get into, there's constant spend of money. Like
it's not free.
Yeah,
usually.
people get into like, you know, building cars or old custom cars and go to car shows. Like all that stuff, you're traveling to shows, you're buying parts for your car, you're, you know, souping your car up, you know, putting cool seats and steering wheels in it and stereos and whatever and paint jobs and things. Like it's just like any other hobby like that. They all can be classified as money pits. In fact, the hobby of board gaming has been a money pit to me, and I'm sure like many others. Once you buy your first Kalax, you realize like, I'm in this for hundreds, if not thousands of dollars, just like a card game, like just like someone who loves to go to the movies every couple weeks to see all the new movies that come out. That's a money sink hobby technically too. It's like,
or people that go for dinner weekly.
yeah, lots of takeout food. Yeah. It's just, where do you want to spend your hobby dollars is my argument. So if you have a gambling addiction problem, I say stay away from TCGs. If you just love cracking packs and trying to chase that high of getting the most expensive card, stay away. This one's more focused on the gamer so far. It's not that expensive of a card game in relation to others. Products fairly cheap. Competitive decks are fairly cheap compared to other games right now, unless obviously they change how things work and make things more rare and power creep and stuff.
And the products are easily accessible as well.
Yeah,
right?
so far.
Like, other than in the beginning when they
had
a little bit of issues, but like,
well, that was because the demand was way higher than they ever expected.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's not like these products everybody's trying to buy them up and sell them on the secondary market. Like they're not for people to buy.
Yeah, so far.
So, yeah.
I think the first thing that might happen with is those Twin Suns decks, because they fell back into their old FFG ways, where it's like, technically you need 3 copies of a card in your deck, maybe from these sets, but there's only 1 copy of each card in the set, so in the deck. So you got to buy 3 of the product to get a full play set of certain cards that you may want if you play competitively in a certain format, blah, blah, blah. But we'll see. And they said it's like a limited print run on them.
Yeah, so that,
which is like basically saying, which is like scalpers, hello.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Because they might go out of stock.
Okay, so back to the game. Let's get to it. Yeah, so shuffle our decks.
Cut?
Yeah, sure. Cut my deck. Shuffle your deck, cut your deck, whatever. Okay. So we got our decks here. We talked about our leaders, our bases, our zones here. We have a spot for a deck. We have a spot for a discard pile. Technically, when your deck runs out, if you need to draw a card from your deck, you take 3 damage to your base for every card you cannot draw. But these decks are large in this game, in this set, so that shouldn't happen, but I guess it could. Your resource areas here, where we got these blue areas with our cool art. You put your resources here face down, exhaust resources to pay for playing cards or using abilities. And then we have an area here for our initiative counter. And the initiative counter that comes with the game is here, a little cardboard token. So this just will show who has initiative and is going first. We'll roll a die. Odds or evens?
Even, please.
I'll choose evens, so she takes initiative. It rolled a 4.
Go on or above?
Above, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't want to cover it.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh yeah, there's a little spot right here. Yeah. Okay, so now we're gonna draw our 6 cards to start. And from those 6 cards, you will select 2 to resource, to put down, to use to pay for other cards going forward. So generally, you might want to mulligan. First, I should mention the mulligan rule. You're going to start with 2 resources. It's generally a good idea if you do not have a play to play on the first turn that's 2 or 1 resource to play, you should mulligan. And mulligan in this game is to take all 6 cards, shove them back in, draw 6 new cards. But I do have a turn 1 play, so I'm going to stick with it. But if you didn't have a couple, maybe you don't like maybe you draw expensive cards that you can't play for a long time, you might want to mulligan. But the cool part is, even if you did that, you could resource some of them and just hope to draw some later. So I am going to resource that one. I don't know all these cards very well. We haven't played with them in a little while. I'm sure I will figure them out. Yeah. All right. So resource 2 cards. Go ahead, Mel.
Okay. I will exhaust 2 resources to pay for ship in space, evacuation escort. And I'll come in exhausted. It's a 2/2 ship.
Okay. Casey's saying, off topic, have you seen GameStop Power Packs edition? No.
No.
It's straight up gambling with real money. Oh,
I
no.
want no part of that.
No thanks.
I only like gambling with not real money. Like in games where it's like when we play a game here and it's like, do this. And it's like, okay, sure, it's not my money. And no, I don't want to gamble my money.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. No, I have not. I wish you didn't tell me about this stuff. Keep it to yourself. All right, so 2. I'm going to play a ground unit. I'll play this guy, Snow Trooper Vanguard, cost 2. He's a 2/3. And ground unit says right up there in the top right. And he's going to go in the ground arena exhausted. Back to you for your action.
I'll take initiative.
And I will pass. I have nothing left to do. So then we draw 2. Then we optionally resource 1 card. It's generally recommended to keep resourcing till at least you can get your leader deployed. So I should keep resourcing till at least 6 and should not skip turns. But technically you can if you want. Yeah. So we'll go to 3 resources, ready up everything that is exhausted, and we're back to the second action phase. All right, you are first because you have initiative.
Yep, I would like to attack your base for 2.
Fantabulous. So I'm going to put 2 points of damage on here. 28 points left to go. I will... I'm going to spend 3 for a E-Web Gunner. So this guy's kind of cool here. He's got this raid 4. So he's got no attack power, no power. But when he attacks, he actually gets 4 because he's got raid 4. He gets +4 while attacking. So it's not the greatest defensive unit. Mel can just run into it without getting damage back because it's got 0. But if I'm attacking, I'll be dealing 4 with it.
Okay, I'll spend 3 for a trench defender.
Oh, no. Okay, do I want initiative? Do I want attack for 2? I don't know. I think I would like to claim initiative.
Okay, I will pass.
All right, let's draw 2. Okay, let's see here. I think my first action, I will attack this unit for 4 with my raid 4. And how much do I take back? 3?
3, yeah.
So they hit each other simultaneously. My guy has one hit point left because he's taking 3 damage and has 4 HP.
I would like to attack your base for 2, please.
2 to my base. 4 damage. I will spend... I think I'll spend 3 and I'll deal 3 damage to a unit using this event. We're in trouble.
Okay.
That'll go right to my discard pile after resolving it because it's an event.
I'll spend 4 resources on a Rogue Squadron speeder in the ground.
Okay, wow. Got raid 1. I will take initiative.
Fast.
Draw 2. Resource 1. Right?
Yep.
Leia deploys on 5, right?
Yep.
Huh. Okay. I will spend.
You got him stressing.
Yeah. All right. I'll spend 4.
Okay.
I'm going to play a Hoth Lieutenant. Comes in for 4. When played, you may attack with another unit. It gets +2/+0 for the attack.
Wow.
And it reminds you on here, like they got a little reminder text for everything. You can only attack with a ready friendly unit. So I'm going to play this guy in. I'm going to attack with this guy into this guy.
For 6?
So for 6, yeah.
Hit back for 3.
Yeah. And this guy's defeated.
Okay. You have 1 resource remaining.
Correct.
I'm going to spend all 5 for Chewbacca.
Oh, no.
Sentinel.
So Sentinel means I can't attack her base right now. I must attack a unit with Sentinel. Chewbacca for 5, 3, 6, Sentinel. Okay. I will spend a resource and use my leader ability to deal 1 damage to your base.
Okay. I will deploy Leia behind Chewie.
1 damage from a friendly unit and 1 damage from another friendly unit. Oh my god. Okay, we gotta stop that. I think I will take the initiative.
Okay.
I want to attack with this guy, but if I just hit there, I'm only gonna hit for 2. He dies, and then she just heals 1 of the damage off. So it's like not really. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna do it. Sorry.
Yeah.
So yeah, I didn't.
2 here?
Yeah, I'll attack for 2, and then I guess I could have passed, and then saw if you did anything. Yeah, I could have passed. Actually, yeah, sorry. Take that away. I will just pass instead of taking the show. So I'll pass and see what you do first.
Tempting to just take initiative and don't need the heal.
Well, my base is wide open. Don't you want to attack it for 3?
If Leia attacks one of your units,
Yeah.
can she use the on attack to heal herself at that point, or has to be
No,
before,
on attacks
right?
before damage is dealt to each other.
Okay.
But then there'll be damage there for her to heal the next time.
I'll take initiative.
I will attack 2 into Chewie.
You passed.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yep.
You're right. Yep, I passed. Then you take initiative. That's 2 consecutive
Yep.
passes. Yes, sorry.
No,
Thank
that's
you.
okay, that's
Thank you.
okay.
Thank you. Yeah.
It's okay.
Brain fart. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. What do we got here? Going to 6. Oh, my leader can deploy on 6. Nice.
It's all right. I'm gonna do that instead.
E-Web was the main card I used from Hoth in Premiere, pre-rotation. It's fun with a lightsaber. Oh, and OG Grand Inquisitor. Oh yeah, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that wouldn't be too bad actually. Ready him back up. Yep, yep.
I will attack your base for 3.
Okay. I'll spend 5. And I'll play my own Sentinel, a Blizzard Force ATST.
Okay. I'll spend 4.
What's this?
General
Riken.
I didn't see his name, sorry.
Action, exhaust, attack with another heroism unit. It gets +2/+0 for this attack. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm going to I will spend 1 and deal 1 damage to your base with my leader ability. I'll force choke your Echo Caverns.
I'll pass.
Yeah, no, Mini. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, check. Yeah, I know. I know what you meant. Yes. With a lightsaber, that's funny. You'll pass?
Yes.
I will deploy my leader. Darth Vader has arrived.
I'll spend 1 and I will exhaust. Go for the legs. Exhaust an enemy ground unit.
What is this crap? Your tow cable off my legs.
They're exhausting your Vader.
Bull crap.
Well.
All right. I will attack and a Chewie for 3 and take 3 back.
You have no resources?
Correct. All my resources are exhausted.
Smart to do that. I'll take initiative.
I will do 2 damage to Chewie. And die in the process. And pass. Go to 7. Okay. I should spread these guys out. There we go. Just putting our sentinels a little forward there to help us remind us that they're there.
I'm going to use this action here to attack with another unit. It gets +2 for the attack.
Oh no.
Let's attack Chewie into your sentinel. He attacks for 5.
Boom. Okay. I will Spend 4. Play another Hoth Lieutenant. I will use this guy as +2/+0 on attack. And I'll attack for 5 to your base.
I'll spend 5. And Chewie returns.
I'll hit Chewie for 3. And on attack before that, I'll deal 2 damage to your base. Chewie will hit Vader back for 3.
Alright. I will attack. I'll attack your base for 3. And on attack, I'll heal Chewie 1.
Okay.
Oh, whoops, that's okay.
I'll spend 3 and play a First Legion Trooper.
I will take initiative.
I'll pass.
I will not resource anything.
I go to 8. Okay.
I will spend 1 and I will exhaust Vader again.
Get out of here. I will spend 5 and drop down another Sentinel.
I'll spend 6 for Han Solo.
What does he do? Han Solo is raid 2, and on attack, the defender gets -2/-0 for this attack. Whoa. That's dirty. Okay. Yep. I will play another First Legion Trooper.
We're going to use his attack, or his action, sorry, to give Leia +2, and she'll attack here.
So she takes 5 damage back.
Yeah, and then on her attack, she can heal Chewie 1.
Okay. I will run this guy into Chewie for 3.
Chewie will attack your base for 3.
I will run this guy into Chewie for 3 and take 3 back.
I will take initiative.
I'll just kill Leia. Take 3 back. And then pass.
I will not resource anything.
I will not resource anything either. Okay.
I'm going to spend 2 to play an event.
Uh-oh.
Attack with a unit. I'm going to choose Han Solo. The unit gets +2/+0 for this attack.
Let's see. What is this? Improvised detonation. Okay.
So he gets +2, so he's 6. Then he has raid 2, so he's 8.
Yep.
And
And if he attacks a unit, he can make them -2 on their attack back to him.
yeah, so he will attack Vader.
Oh my
So Vader will come
god.
back for 1.
Yep. Vader's dead. I'll put the little token on to mark that the epic action's been used because it's only once per game. So now we're reminded he's been deployed already. She's been deployed already. Can't deploy them again, but we can still use their action on this side. But when a leader's defeated, they go back to their leader zone exhausted, so you cannot use their effect unless it was didn't need to be exhausted. You could use it, but okay. Now, well,
You have plans for Vader?
yeah, killing units and damaging base, all the good stuff. Let's run this guy into Han Solo.
For how much? Sorry?
3 damage.
3? I'm going to spend 3 for C3PO. And if you control, is that heroism or yellow? Sorry.
Let's see.
It'd be hard to see on there.
It's cunning. So when played, if you control a cunning unit, draw a card.
Okay. So Han Solo can.
Yeah.
So I draw a card. Okay.
I'll run to Han Solo with this unit.
Is it 2? Yeah, it was 2 more. Okay. I will attack your base for 2.
Okay. I will. I'll hit your base for 3.
I'll spend. Oh, you still have all your resources up?
This is correct.
I'll spend 2 just for another evacuation escort in space.
Thank you. I want to see what you did, and you did exactly what I expected. I will play my big ass Sentinel in space, the Death Squadron Star Destroyer.
I will take initiative.
I will pass. I will not resource. Actually, maybe I should resource. Yeah, I'll resource. Go to 9. Okay. All right, go ahead.
I'll spend 2 for another event that gives a unit +2/+0 for the attack.
Okay.
So we will give that to here. So he's a 4. He'll attack here. Back for 3.
Takes 3 damage. Okay. I'll take your base for 5.
Attack my base for 5. I'll use Leia's ability to heal 1 here.
I'll spend 8 resources to play an Avenger. When played, deal 1 damage to each other unit, including friendly units. Why? Why does it have to hurt myself?
Okay.
Heal that damage.
That's annoying. I will spend 4 for another rogue squadron speeder.
I will take initiative.
I will. It doesn't matter. So let's just run this guy into your sentinel there for 2 damage.
All Guy Games, thank you for the super chat. Mel refers to card properties like I do. It's yellow, not cunning, obviously.
Oh, I don't, because I don't know them.
I refer to it all by the colors too, but I figured this some new player might tune in and wants to know what they are, and so I figure I'll try to use them. They are on the back of the rule book too. But yes, I always say when normal play, yes, everyone just does blue card, red card, you know. But yeah, there's the 6 colors. But yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, generally that's what people say. Like, oh, you gotta pay for that blue card. Don't forget you don't have blue. You know, whatever.
Thank you. Thank you, by the way.
Just trying to follow the real rules, how they work. Okay.
You took initiative.
Yep.
I'm passing. Oh,
You're gonna
this
attack
guy.
for 1?
Yeah, let's attack for 1. I didn't realize. Yeah, and then
Might as well.
Okay. Yeah.
We'll stay at 9 resources.
I think I have 8. 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I have 7. You are first, my friend. Oh, I should. Oh, we don't have 10s, eh? Do we have 10s? Oh, we do.
Yeah, there's a couple of 10s, I think.
Let me just make a quick shift here so we can see what's happening.
You have 2, 3, 4, 7 damage. Okay. I'm gonna go 8 to base.
8 to base, eh?
Get it in before you exhaust it, or something silly.
And there's a 2. I don't know if I can exhaust the space, guys.
Doesn't that let you just exhaust any unit?
Ground.
Oh. Oh, it's ground. That makes sense. I see.
Ground.
Gotta deal with this guy, or else he's gonna hit you for the final 5 damage you need.
Oh, well, good game.
You better get him. Okay.
These 3 women aren't doing anything.
What is this?
They do nothing. It's like a
Oh, they're
one-time.
early game units. Yeah.
But I have like 3 of them.
Well, you got to resource those. You should be.
No, they were at the end. I was.
Oh.
And it was kind of a situation where I'm like, oh, I can play one kind of. And then I drew another one again. I'm
Yeah. That sucks to draw on those, I guess. But.
Yeah, that's okay.
All right. Well, good game. So I'm 1-0 in this best of 3 with this tutorial product here. Hoth is mine.
I didn't know you had that big spaceship. Maybe I should. Oh, I couldn't have used it anyways. Never mind. There's something else.
Don't tell me what you got. I don't know all your cards. You don't know my cards.
Well,
I don't even know all my cards. Let's just have some fun winging it. Yeah, but obviously, like, I saw people, like, some good response to this product online when it came out. A lot of people said, like, we're saying for $20 to play with, like, you know, learn it with somebody or casually at home or teach some kids, you know, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Play with your kids, that kind of thing. Yeah, it's pretty replayable. And then you'll get to, like, know the cards, what's possible, like what you might do. Like, if I see that you have, you know, so many resources left, I might not deploy my leader knowing you might be able to just exhaust him, like, right away.
Yeah.
I would wait till you've, like, spent your resources, but I still don't even know how much that card costs. So,
Oh, good thing you don't remember.
yeah, but, like, obviously if as we played more, I would then learn those things and we'd get a little better with that back and forth, which is kind of neat.
Yeah.
But right now we're just trying to get through the basics. But yeah,
Well, I get to start because I
actually you get to choose who starts.
Well, I would like to start.
Yeah,
Thank you,
so
sorry, I would
yeah,
like
for some decks, some leaders, some strategies in the game, in the general game, they might not want to go first. They might want you to play something first and then react to it and that kind of thing.
That makes sense.
Alrighty. On our 6 cards. Oh, a whole bunch of different ones. I'm gonna mulligan.
I might actually mulligan as well. I don't think that's super strong. I had like one good card.
I don't know how these decks are
Or
like.
one card I wanted to keep.
Yeah, yeah. But I don't know how consistent. Like some of these cards, I don't know how many copies they have and that kind of stuff. And I'm sure there's a lot of like 2 ofs and 1 ofs, but maybe not. I don't know. Maybe they're all 3 ofs. I have no idea. So it's like, when you see that I know that 8 cost card I have, I definitely probably only there's only 1 or 2 of those in the deck. That wouldn't make sense to have like 3 of that in there.
In like such a small deck.
No, just in general, like you're not necessarily going to get to those resources, and I don't know. This is different.
Hmm.
Sure.
Yeah. Try this. See what happens. Good?
Yep.
I'm gonna spend 2 for one of those ladies. She's back.
I'll spend 2 for one of these dudes.
I'll take initiative.
I'll pass. I don't know. Okay.
I'll attack your base for 1.
Yeah. Long way to go.
Well, before you drop Sentinel down, and I'm screwed. I'll get that 1 damage in.
I'll attack 2 to your base. Race is on.
I'll spend all 3 on a Trench Defender.
I will spend 3 and deal 3 damage to that Trench Defender.
I will take initiative.
I will pass. Ready?
Yep.
Oh. I'll spend 4.
Oh, I'm first.
Oh, yep. I will not spend anything.
I'll spend 2 to give my Trench Defender +2. And
That's to attack with him, right?
yeah.
Okay.
So he can attack for 5 to your base.
I'll spend 4, play a Hoth Lieutenant, give this guy +2, and get to attack with him for 4 to your base.
One to base.
I will claim.
I will spend 2 for an R2D2.
Beep, boop, beep. What does he do? R2D2 known to make mistakes. On attack, if you control a command unit, or green for Casey in the chat, exhausted enemy ground unit that costs 4 or less. What? This horse crap.
And then I pass.
Huh. That is sucky. Well, I'm going to defeat this guy, take 3 back.
I will attack your base, and on attack, I'll exhaust their cyber green.
So 1 to base?
1 to base, yes.
I've been using some base health trackers. I've found on Amazon for about a week now. It's okay if I post you a link. Better than a token. We're just using tokens in this set. Normally, I use just dice. I prefer to use dice. But I know there are base health trackers. Like, I know I've seen them. Like, I play competitively. Well, I guess casually competitively.
Yeah.
But I play the game every week at a local game store. I've seen, like, lots of different... you know, people use life counters from Magic. People use digital apps on phones. People use, like, there's something called the Life Buck.
Oh, yeah.
That they play with. Like, yeah, I've looked into all of those things. I just like dice. I just find them simple, tactical. You know, the battery doesn't die on them. They don't go dark in the middle of a game like some of the digital stuff does. But yeah, I don't mind the dials. The dials are okay. I just don't really play with them. There are some sideways dials by like GameGenic and stuff that the health is like kind of recessed. Even the ones that come with the game, they have some issues, or the ones that are official for the game that are token or base health trackers. They have like, I don't know. I just haven't found like the perfect solution, but I just use dice for now. But yeah, I used to use just numbered tokens like this, and then I switched to like acrylic ones, then I switched to dice for now till I find something that's like perfect. But yeah, I've seen him play around with like all the different stuff. But yeah. But yeah, I look on Amazon every now and then too for like trackers, even just for playing Twin Suns with a bunch of people, just to have them for playing like at home Twin Suns and stuff. But yeah, you can send the link, send it in Discord, Casey, and I'll take a look at it later for sure. But yeah, okay. So we're good to go.
No. That
Oh,
this
what?
guy I exhausted.
Oh,
this
sorry,
guy
I
with
thought we were
the-
done around.
Okay, it's your turn.
Oh, so I haven't spent anything.
No.
Oh, okay, sorry. Thought we were like
I think
started around.
you just attacked with him to kill
Yeah.
here, and then I attacked.
And you attack base and
I
exhaust
exhausted
it.
there, yeah.
Okay, my bad.
No worries. You're distracting him.
My memory. I lost my memory. Okay, I will. Leah comes out now. Heal. Yeah, I don't know. All right, I will just spend a resource, steal 1 to your base.
Sure. I'll deal 1 to your base.
I will spend 4 for a Lambda shuttle that has restore in space.
I'll spend 5 for a spaceship.
Oh, wow.
5 for a spaceship.
I'll claim.
I will deploy Leia, and then I will just attack your base for 3. And then I pass.
6. Hey, Amanda.
Hi.
I'm going to start making miniatures with me. Start taking miniatures with me as a mascot more into me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I always want to get like something like a little like Vader or Mandalorian or something. I see like these have like mini Funko Pops people use to like just when they put their hand down, they like put on top to like so people know that's your hand, not your resources.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen some really cool stuff people bring, but yeah, little figures are like the coolest, of course.
We probably have some from Imperial Assault that I painted.
I don't know if I want to bring something that big, but and to like I don't know how I'd package that up to travel with it, but
that's true. You can get something separate.
Some cool stuff. Okay. Let's see here. I will attack 2 to base, restore 1.
I'll attack 5 to base.
Oh my god. Okay. Hmm. I'll spend 4. I'll play Admiral Piet. Oh, never mind. It's on attack, not when played. Oops. Whatever.
I'll attack your base for 1, and on attack, I'll exhaust here. Changes to a 10.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's only 9. Never mind.
Getting crushed. Getting crushed. I'll just play another unit.
Just attack here for 1 and take back 3.
Yep. Okay. One attack into R2D2 for 2. Take back 1.
I will attack your base for 3, and on attack, I'll heal 1 from each.
Okay. Yeah, like I know you're holding the exhausted dude card. Like it's so obvious. I'll just deploy my leader anyway.
No, I'm actually not. I'll spend 6 just for a bright hope.
Oh wow, Sentinel. I'll attack into R2D2.
For 3?
Yeah, take 1 back and deal 2 damage to your base. And then pass.
Alright, so I'm at 11.
Oh wait, you took initiative? No, you're gonna take initiative.
I'm gonna, yeah.
And then I pass. Yeah, sorry.
No, you're
I
good.
thought you already took it.
No, you're good.
Draw.
Yeah, sorry. All right, I am going to spend all 7. I didn't know I had this card.
Oh my god. What is Luke? Is it Luke?
It's
yeah.
Luke. He is restored 2, but he also has a when played.
Oh my god. When played, you may deal 3 damage to a ground unit. Do you read me?
Let's deal 3 damage here. Somebody.
Wow. Okay. Yep. I'll attack into that for 2. Restore 1 to base.
I'll attack your base for 3, and then on attack, they don't have to be ground, right? No, 1 here and 1 here.
1, 2. Well, I was only at 7.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh
Yeah, GG's. You got
Really?
it. Yeah, because this kills me and
okay.
I don't have anything to stop the space.
Okay.
Actually, no. I should attack with this guy first. Technically, I can draw a card because I have a red unit.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. I will attack into Leia for 2 and take 3 back. On attack because I have a red unit. Draw a card. No, you win.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I should probably seen that first. Yeah, my cards at the beginning were definitely not as good as my cards the last game. So I was like, maybe I can make this work. I'll draw into good stuff. But yeah, it's like everything was a little awkward. All the numbers are like just a little awkward. But I probably could play that better or different. But we're going to game 3. Yes, I am traumatized from that.
I know. You like didn't know where we were in the round.
Like, I don't mind you kill my leader right away. You know, that's fine. But sitting there toying with him round after round, it's like, come on, man.
And it's funny because he doesn't remember how much that card costs.
Yeah. It's probably like 3 or 2 or something.
I didn't even see it, to be honest, that time.
My initiative token is some Lego War Juggernaut from Lego Star Wars Magazine. Makes it fun to claim initiative and roll it over to your side. That's cool.
Nice.
That's cool. Yes, this.
Minion. Shh.
Oh, it's only 1? Wow, that's value. Look at that. Wow, I don't have any cool 1-cost cards like that, I don't think. Maybe I do, I don't know. All right, here we go. For all the marbles.
Yep. Final game.
Yeah.
Comes down to this.
All right. No distractions from the chat, please. I'm focused. No messing around this time. Okay, what do we got here? Oh my god. I'll keep it. Actually, they probably have a good like ratio of stuff in the. No, I'll make it work. I'll make it work. Yeah. Let's gamble a little bit. All right.
You're first.
My first. I'll spend 1. I'll play my super powerful 1-cost unit, but it's only a 1/3. Yours is like a 1/5, or maybe yours is a 2-cost. It's little ladies. Yeah. Oh, okay. It's 2-cost. Okay. I was like, man, I don't have as much health as your little guy does. Okay. I'll spend 1 and do my leader ability to do 1 damage to base.
Yep. I'll claim.
And I'll pass. What?
Oh, that's different. I never saw that one.
Okay.
1 to base, please.
I will play a unit for 2.
I'll spend 3. For Trench Defender.
I'll spend 1 and do a damage to your base.
I'll claim.
I'll do. I'll just hit that guy for 1. And pass. Okay.
I'll spend 1 in action. I'll heal here.
Oh wow. Okay. Yep, I see. I'll hit it for 2.
I'll spend. Oh, I guess I should probably use it before he dies. I'll attack a base for 3.
I'll spend 3 and deal 3 damage to a unit.
That's what you had. I'll hit your base for 1.
I'll spend 1 and hit your base for 1.
Yeah, I'll spend 3 for a Y-Wing.
On attack, deal 1 damage to base. Ooh. I will claim.
I'll pass.
What the hell's going on here? All right.
Yep.
I will spend 5 and slam down a sentinel on the ground.
I will I'll attack your base for a total of 3 because of the on attack.
I'll claim.
Two, 4.
A rogue squadron speeder.
Yeah.
3 with raid.
I don't even think there's a point to deploy Leia right now. I don't know if I want her to run into that guy. 3. So we pass.
Right?
Yep.
5 to base.
I'll attack for 4. He's only got 4. Oh, okay, that was good. Okay, I thought he was.
I'll deploy Vader if I can pick him up.
I'll attack your base for 3.
I'll attack your base for a total of 5 with his on attack of 2 damage.
I'll spend all 6 on Han Solo.
I'll spend all 6 on a ground assault.
Mm.
AT-AT. 5-7.
I'll deploy.
I'll claim.
I'll do 1 to base. And 3 to base. And then I pass. I will know. 6.
Go to 7. Hmm. Um, hmm. I'll go 3 into Han Solo, and then 2 to base on attack. Take 4 back.
I'll spend 1 and exhaust a ground unit.
Spend 7. I'll play a Blizzard 1. When played, you may defeat a non-leader ground unit with 3 or less remaining HP. I just stepped on him in the snow. Squish.
Okay, okay.
Get out of here, Mr. Solo.
If this is the case, then we're going to spend 2. We're going to give him +2. So attack of 5 to your base.
I will claim.
I'll spend 2. We'll do the same thing to Leia, and we'll deal 5 to your base.
Whoa.
And then I'll just do 1. And then I will pass.
Okay.
I will not resource anything.
I will go to 8.
Oh, shoot.
I'm 6. And I'll play the Desolation of War. Defeat up to 2 enemy units at each cost 3 or less. So I'll defeat those 2 units.
Okay. I'll hit your base for 3.
I hit a pump for her, and then it just ends. That's all the best I had. I'll spend 2. I'll play I want proof, not leads. Draw 2 cards. And then discard a card from my hand. Discard Admiral Piet.
All right. We'll spend 1, and we will exhaust a ground unit.
Okay. I'll hit Leia for 5. Take 3 back.
I'll spend 2. And I don't know if you want to put that up there. I will reveal the top 3 cards of my deck, draw a unit this way, then discard the others.
Cool.
I have to reveal them to you, right?
Well, the one you pick, right?
Oh, okay.
Draw the top 3 cards of your deck. Draw a unit. Reveal this way. Oh, sorry. Reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. So lay them out for everybody. And then you get to draw a unit, reveal this way, and then discard the others.
Well, I'm going to choose Chewie, I think.
Hoth Trooper. Yeah.
Yeah, just for the Sentinel. But I can't play him right now.
Okay. I will attack Leia. On attack, I'll deal 2 damage to your base. It hits her for 3 and kills her. I take 3 back, so I'm 1 away from death.
Okay. Everything. Well, I need to take initiative.
Wow.
Just because of Chewie.
All right, pass. Draw 2. Nine resources. Got 1 hit point remaining. Oh my god. Hanging on by a thread.
2, 4, 5.
Chewie. Okay. Hits back for 3. All right, I'll spend 4. And I'll play a Hoth Lieutenant.
Yep.
And I'll give +2 to this one to run over Chewie for 7 and take 3 back.
Yeah. Well, this is all I got. I think you might have it if you, I don't know how much
Oh.
your total is.
I can only hit right now for 10.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, so I'm still on death door. Unfortunately, I have to claim.
All right, and I pass. I won't resource anything.
I will. I'm gonna spend 7, slap down a Space Sentinel. Like my life depends on it.
Can the on attack get through?
Oh yeah. Hold on.
You can take it back.
I forgot all about that. Yeah, that does get through. Yeah, I have no way to stop that. Damn it. Yeah. I guess no, it wouldn't even stop. If I played this last round, I wouldn't have. I'd have to play this super quick and then snap initiative so I could like attack and restore one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally forgot about the on attack. Ah, you win.
Oh,
GG's.
geez. This is what I was gonna play next. To
Oh, the
get rid
loot.
of one of your big guys.
Yeah, just waiting for.
I
I was just waiting for one turn where like you can't hit my base, then I can just like attack with everything and win.
I thought though that you had it the round before. I didn't math out your whole plan, but you had to kill Chewie too. So I
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's the problem. I'm trying to think of the easiest way to do it. There was one card that like, yeah, I should have kept. I resourced this guy.
Oh.
He would have been huge right there. But I thought, oh, that's never gonna matter really. Who cares? When played, if I control a blue unit, deal 2 damage to enemy base and then heal 2 from my base. That would have saved my butt there for sure.
Oh, I didn't know you had a Falcon in here.
Oh, that's cool. What does it do? William Falcon, bucket of bolts. When played, if your base has more damage on it than an enemy base, ready this unit. Oh wow.
Yeah, I didn't see that card not one.
Sneaky. Yeah, maybe there's only a 1 of in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they might actually make it so unique units are only 1 of, so they don't have to teach you the unique rule.
Oh, is that
which I didn't address, but is that on the rule book? I think it is, right? Yeah, unique cards that have that symbol represent specific characters and are indicated by the symbol before the card's name. You can only have 1 copy of each unique card in play at a time. If you ever control multiple copies of the same unique card in play, you must immediately defeat one of them.
I do have more than one Chewie though.
Oh, then okay, yeah, okay, they did. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I have more than 1 General Veers. Yeah, okay.
Card I think I didn't see. The other cards. What's this? Oh, this one. This one I kept wanting to hold and play against you, but
oh, I like this card. It's like 2 in 1. It's like a bounce effect.
Yeah,
and also an exhaust effect.
Which would have been good with this situation that he had going on here.
Yeah.
To bounce something and then.
I think it's meant for like when you just need to rush me and like I put a sentinel down, you can just like bounce it and then just keep going.
Yeah.
Wish I had a bounce card.
Felt like there was never a time, and that's expensive. So there was always other cards I wanted to play that were 6.
Yeah, they made the control in this like so expensive. Like that card I just played for 6 that only defeats like 2 little weenie units. Like that's not what I want to be doing there, but I kind of had to because they just kept chipping away at my base.
So I think actually the card. The MVP was my lady.
Yeah, I know. So I kept ignoring them. Yeah, I know.
And it came down to that.
And the worst part is, I know you have cards in there that matter if you have a green unit in play. So it's like I don't want to waste all my effort on killing that because it's like 5 health. So I got to attack like multiple turns. Got to keep running guys into it. But I should have done that. I should have played more like I did the first game, where I just keep attacking you until you run out of stuff to do.
Yeah, that's funny.
But I want to try to see if I could race you a bit, but still I couldn't. Even with all my little undamage effects. My leader ability is still, I'm not fast enough damaging you. You're always hitting me harder. But yeah, I'm just trying to get the late game and drop like big bombs.
Well, you know what? I learned a lot from that first game. I didn't realize I had some of those big cards. I'm like, I can't let it get that far.
Yeah, so I'm supposed to just hold you off. But I do have like cards in here that are like, I could get a sneaky win at the end if it's super tight. And it's like, I like stuff like that where I could just like straight up damage your base.
Yeah.
But yeah, just lots of... I don't have enough sentinels. I guess only that 1 sentinel, we both probably have. Or 1 space and 1 ground, I think we each have. But
because I have the Chewies and I have
I didn't know this was in my deck. Just a heal 2 damage from a unit. That might have been helpful at some point.
I have healed 5 damage from a unit.
Oh my god.
I guess it costs 3. That cost, yeah. I never saw it.
Well, I do have 2 of the 7 cost ships. 7 sentinels. Interesting. Interesting. Cool little product though. Like, I don't know, you could play this a bunch and since the decks are full of a bunch of different cards, like again, just like any other card game with decks, you know, you play over and over, you draw a different hand each time, kind of idea, and trying to make the puzzle work, solve the puzzle. But yeah, for $20, like 2 decks that play against each other, a board, tokens, rule book. I don't know, man. That's like, I think it's a lot of game for your money, and it's a good sample, definitely a good sample of the game to see if like you even like it, or even if you like card games like this in general, or not. And then you decide whether you want to get into them in general. It doesn't even have to be this game. You just be like, okay, I get the idea of collectible card games, and then, you know, go from there. Pretty neat. Well, yeah. I'm just go back in time and read who's the beatdown article from. No, I understand. Snowy Dude, I know all about that for sure. Like, I've been playing tournament play for like, I don't know what it is now. 13 years. I've been playing in like, you know, 100 people, 1,000 people tournaments, whatever, hundreds of people. Yeah, I understand the who's the beatdown thing for sure. But I don't know the cards on her side really well. I don't know the cards on my side really well. And I also want to experiment a little bit just to see, because I'm sure the designers designed each deck to kind of work a certain way.
Yeah.
And play style. Like maybe you're always supposed to be like rushing my base. I'm supposed to be killing your units, which makes sense if I saw all those big units I have and the way your units work. But they gave you a bunch of damage dealing effects. They gave me some healing effects and some damaging your base effects. So like,
yeah, so it doesn't.
Yeah, it's got a little bit. It's got a little bit of everything, so you can kind of like ebb and flow, which
Yeah.
I think is what they're trying to do with it. But I'm not sure. I haven't played enough of it to know. It's not like when you build your own deck and you're like, I know this deck in this matchup, I need to play a certain way, and or if they're playing a certain card, or I see they have so much damage on my base or this many units in play, the role needs to switch or not. I need to go into offense versus defense. You know, that's like. I hope they made it a little more balanced where you can kind of play this different ways, so it makes it even more replayable. But I don't know. I'm not sure. So yeah, I was just having some fun experimenting, seeing if I could like cheese you by going to base. That strategy didn't work at all. I tried to start with like a crappier start to see if like I would draw into like a way better late game, and nope, that didn't work. I should have just mulliganed on that second game for sure. But yeah, I don't know. Still a cool little product. I like how it's like back and forth and interesting. And I like how the decks are like, they should be hopefully to balance. I don't know. I haven't played enough. But I like the way it kind of puts it on a level playing field. So if I play with you or I play with our daughter, you guys don't play nearly as much as me. But I can't just come to the table with a deck I have played 500 times against 100 matchups, super competitive with. I put it all together myself. I know exactly what's supposed to happen. I know how I'm supposed to mulligan. This, it kind of puts me on a level playing field. Like the power level of the cards in here are locked.
Yeah.
I can't mess with them. I mean, you can if you want, but it's just like a nice little set where you can just, I feel like playing Star Wars Unlimited. We don't need to play with complex cards. I don't need to explain how half my cards work.
Right.
We can just jam some quick games of Star Wars Unlimited very casually every so often, and I don't need to put a deck together, and I don't need to make sure they're balanced against each other. And it's freaking $20.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just like a little, just like a little card game. It's not as like complex as something like Radlands. I feel like that's got a little more meat on the bone, but that's not a $20 game. Maybe the non-premium one is like fairly reasonable price.
Oh, maybe so actually.
But that doesn't come with a board.
No.
Yeah, that's just cards and that's it, and like some token, cardboard tokens. Yeah. It's like more similar to this. So you'd have to compare that. But obviously like Radlands is like one of the best contained card games in a box products that like board gamers know about. But it's like when people leave Magic the Gathering or Pokemon and they're like, I'm tired of spending all that money constantly on the grind, but I just want to play some board games at home, and I want to play that card game feel, but not have to get into a collectible card game. You can do these kind of products and just buy these and stick with them, or the starter decks or the spotlight decks and stay there, which I've done with other card games. Keep it casual. Or you can get something like Radlands, which is known as one of the best competitive card game feeling, like contained sets in a box that's very replayable back and forth, has its own little rules to it that feel unique. And it just, every time you sit down and play that game, it's like you're playing a head-to-head card game in a box that's like pretty balanced, and you don't ever have to really buy expansions for it or anything, which is neat. Yeah, I played Netrunner casually. Yeah, I played almost all the Fantasy Flight Games LCGs, competitive and co-op, like, except for some of like, I never played, but I've learned and watched at Worlds and stuff. I thought it was interesting was the Call of Cthulhu one, but that was like dying when I was getting into games. There was like a Warhammer Fantasy LCG that I didn't play. I remember that at like my first Worlds, people were playing that, but it was like a very small amount of players that were still playing it, and obviously it was sunsetting. But yeah, I've played like Warhammer 40K, I've played Netrunner, played Game of Thrones, played L5R, played Star Wars Limited. I never played Destiny though. I didn't like the little dice stuff with that. I thought that was kind of lame. And at the time, I would just rather play X-Wing or like Game of Thrones or Warhammer or something. But yeah, Compile was recommended to us by Andrew from Chip Theory. Remember, he told us because he knew we liked competitive card games because he saw us playing like Star Wars Unlimited when he hunted us down at Gen Con. He caught us hiding from him. And yeah, he mentioned that we should check Compile out as like a nice little head-to-head card game. And I meant to go get a copy at their booth, and then I forgot. That was like the last day of Gen Con. And he told us, you should go grab a copy. It's really cool. And I was like, yeah, I will. And then I just, man.
Gen Con brain.
Yeah, Gen Con brain on a Sunday. I'm like loopy. I don't remember what's going on. But yeah, that's a game I do want to pick up and try at some point. Brent told me about it as a card game experience in a box. Can combine 3 elements into a deck and get different experiences each time. Yeah, that's I was explaining that basically like, yeah, for us who just like that kind of card game thing.
I forgot all about it.
Yeah, I like that kind of stuff. But yeah, I always think of that as like, yeah, Radlands is like usually the go-to recommendation I see people say when someone comes out of a card game, collectible card game. They're like, I need to stop. I need just like something contained, but I still need to get that fix of playing a card game back and forth.
We should play that again. I haven't played that in a very long time.
I know. I love that game. I want to play more too. I know. I'll crack that one out again.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's it for today. That's the intro battle Hoth. That's the Star Wars Limited Starter one of the entry points to the game. Again, the game just went through its first rotation. It's a good point to jump into the game. It's soon to have pre-constructed products for decks for the Twin Suns casual multiplayer format coming out in May. Again, I get nothing from. This is not sponsored. I should have said at the beginning. I bought this. Thank you to these folks up here for supporting the channel. We're just gamers that just bought these products to play with them ourselves. Just thought I'd show them off. It's a nice way to get into the game. I do love the game. I do play it personally off stream every week, some weeks multiple times. And still play it at home, sometimes with Mel casually or with my daughter every now and then.
Yeah, we played Twin Suns.
Yeah, playing Twin Suns. I want to get Kyle back playing Twin Suns again. I built a deck for him. Hopefully we get him on stream playing some Twin Suns in the future. And yeah, I don't know. I might try to play some more Star Wars Limited on stream. We'll see. Maybe play some digitally. I don't know.
Maybe yes, we did stream Radlands. Maybe at least once.
Yeah. We definitely played Radlands on stream before. Absolutely played that on stream. Played it off stream a bunch too. And like it a lot. It's just obviously moved on to other games and stuff. But yeah, that's a game I'll keep in my collection for just that. Like whenever I'm like, okay, enough Star Wars Unlimited, enough chasing packs, enough, playing competitively or whatever, then it's like, all right, we'll just, go back to Radlands at home. Minion says, have you both built post-rotation decks yet? No, Mel's not going to play Premier. Mel's just like a dirty Twin Suns player really right now.
I'm just very, 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 very casual.
A filthy casual. Yeah, I got her out of the house to play some Twin Suns at the local gaming store.
It was like 2 weeks ago, I think.
Yeah, but they haven't had a night since. Yeah. Because they're going through pre-release and drafts and Premier.
I gotta wait another few weeks.
Yeah, probably 2 more weeks, then you can come back out for another Twin Suns night. And then our other store I play at, we'll hopefully get a Twin Suns night going when those pre-built Twin Suns decks come out.
Oh yeah.
And we told the store about them. Hopefully they stock them, and then we can try to lure some players in that way.
That'd be cool.
We've been trying to spread the word about it, but maybe we'll start a night there on that time. But I have built a post-rotation deck already, but I'm still waiting on some cards. I have a booster box that I ordered online that still hasn't come. Because here in Canada, I don't know if it's everywhere, but the Spotlight decks got delayed for us, and so did the OP packs. So all the pre-releases I went to, they had product, but none of them had the mats. We didn't get any of the play mats in Canada yet. Deck boxes, the binders, all that stuff, none of it's available yet in Canada. All they had was booster boxes and pre-release kits, and that's all we got. It was kind of sucky. We were getting like last set Secrets of Power OP kits or OP packs at all the pre-releases, which is so lame. Like, it's a new set. We're excited. We go there. You expect to get the new stuff.
Yeah.
And we go there and they're like, sorry, we only have old packs. We haven't got them yet. And then I'm trying to pick up my pre-order and it's like, well, we haven't got your spotlight decks in yet. And it's like, what? Like, what is happening? Oh, they were delayed in the UK too? Yeah, that's so weird. What is Asmodee doing, man? It's not like they didn't know they were going to make this set like 5 years ago. Like, come on. Get with it. Like, they have literally the game's like 10-year plan. They're like 4 sets in advance. Like, they know the date of every release, you know, 3 times a year. Come on, man. Get the stuff out on time. So weird. But yeah, I know I want the new OP packs too. I was super excited. But not a single store had them. They seem to have messed up showcase. Don't even get me started on all that stuff. Yeah. Anyways, that's going to be it for today. Thank you all for watching. Thanks for hanging out. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye.